and tried to get my flatmate to go on SportsCafe as a fake guest. And this was when it was done at Sky Studios, because quite often there'd be a guest that cancelled or something. So one of Mark's friends would go on the show and this sort of stuff. And this mate of mine didn't want to do it. He said, look, go and ask Leigh. He's probably stupid enough. He'll do it. So he came and asked me, and I said, oh, God, are you serious? And he has a way of talking you into things. So next thing I know, I'm in a car with Mark, heading to Sky Studios with a Tupperware container full of garden snails, And the gag, of course, was that I was this professional snail trainer taking the snails off to the world champs in the States, And no one else on the show was in on this gag. It was only Mark and I.
New Zealand's premier snail racing trainer, are you?
That's correct, Rick. If I could just say first, thanks a lot for getting us on the show.
You've been ringing a lot.
Well, as you know, it's a sport that doesn't get a lot of
exposure?
A lot of backing. You can.
What do you look for in a snail?
Well, it's probably easier if I
Oh, there's one.
What's his name?
Frisky, isn't he?
That's Scooter. Scooter?
Don't pull his house off.
Don't pull his house off. Are you going to take this seriously? No, Lana just made a crack about pulling his house off.
How was that? How'd that go down?
It's interesting because at the time I thought it went down terribly because there was no studio audience then. It was just the camera crew and everything. So no one's really laughing. It was just awkward to the max. But we're going through this whole facade and Mark's pissing himself and I'm trying to keep as straight and dry as I can. The rest of the crew don't even know if I'm for real or just a nut bar. So for a couple of weeks after that, I was pretty worried that I'd make a real ass of myself. But it turned out that it went down okay. And Rick, who was running the show, a space came up and he said, look, do you want to come on full time? Because he knew I was doing TV in a roundabout way and just do a regular spot. So that's kind of how that started. And from then, I suppose, on the off season of SportsCafe, I thought, shit, well, I've been doing all these little comedy clips and very, very few of them had much to do with sport. It was just an excuse to get a camera out, a different way of doing a Crusaders interview, really. Or a Blues interview or cricket team interview and just take on a weird tangent. So I thought, why not make a so-called regular comedy show when we're not doing SportsCafe? And that was, I suppose, was the start of Moon TV. But yeah, it seems to make sense now, but at the time it really didn't.
Yeah, hindsight's pretty glorious in that fact.
Yeah.